Here's what nobody talks about with remote jobs. Everybody wants them, but most people apply with the same basic resume. Same generic skills, same hope and prayer approach. But what if you had certificates and certifications that actually made employers notice you? Well, I'm about to show you certs that might actually help you land a remote job. And real people use these exact programs to get hired remotely. We're talking verified success stories, actual salary numbers, and step-by-step breakdowns of how they did it. So if you appreciate me making this type of video, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. Now, quick disclaimer before we jump in, the salary figures I mentioned come from sources like Glassdoor. These are average estimates, not guarantees, and your actual salary can vary depending on your experience, location, and the company you work for, as well as many other factors. So use these numbers as a general guide, not a promise of what you'll earn. Additionally, if you take these certificates and certifications and do absolutely nothing, or if you don't follow their advice, there is no guarantee that you're going to get a job. These help, but they don't do the whole job for you. Very much in the same way that a bicycle or car will help you get to a location, but you still have to pedal with the bicycle or drive with the car. They're a tool that can help you accomplish your goal, but they're not going to do it on their own. All right, cert number one is the Google Digital Garage certifications. Now, another thing I'm going to say very quickly, certificate and certification, I may use them incorrectly. I understand that certifications are different than certificates, but however, there are some certificates that are more valuable than some certifications and vice versa, right? With that being said, this covers marketing and data. Now, why does this land you a remote job? Well, digital marketing analytics and SEO can be done fully remotely, and they're in demand in startups, e-commerce, agencies, etc. Basically, every industry out there needs digital marketers. So here's a real example. A hiring manager commented, if you've taken the time to do the Google Digital Marketing certifications, it gives me a good impression. It shows that you have interest in that area and you have a start on the basics. And of course, this is for an entry-level job. Now, where do you get it? Well, Google recommends Coursera for this certificate. You have the flexibility to learn faster, you can track your progress, and you can bundle it with other certificates on Coursera. And there are many different jobs you could go into. For instance, pay-per-click specialists make about $54,000 to $90,000 a year. And down the line, you could even go into other jobs like remote support engineer, and they make about $79,000 to $131,000 a year. This is a really good place to start, especially with a remote job. You get some very in-demand skills that you can use in many different industries. You can take them to different types of careers, and it's going to be super valuable. So this cert gets a 9 out of 10. The next cert is an absolutely legendary one, and that is the Google IT Support certificate. This was one of the very first Google professional certificates where they basically had a company like Google team up with Coursera and made these professional certificates, basically, which was a way of saying, hey, these are the skills we as a company actually need that college and other education methods are not supplying. So please learn these skills. So it was probably a good idea to learn those skills because they were obviously in demand and they were so annoying that Google literally created classes for them, right? It was so annoying for them to find and hire people with these skills. Now, I covered this cert years ago. Great cert. I made an entire video on it. It's still valuable to this day. Google's also doing a great job keeping these certs up to date with the newest and best stuff that's happening. And by the way, covering these certs is great. And I've actually have 2 different students that have created channels where they cover the certs too. One of the students, Josh, was able to create a channel where he covered a bunch of different certifications. Google IT Support Professional Certificate was one of them. And he basically grew his channel to the point where he was getting job offers from some of the best companies in the world, and he accepted his dream job making multiple 6 figures a year. Then he started making several $1,000s from YouTube, then $5,000, then $10,000, and he scaled his channel all the way up to over $180,000 a month. Another one of my students, Richard, started covering a bunch of these Coursera certs on his channel, and as a side hustle, he got his channel all the way up to over $12,000 a month. So yeah, these certs are absolutely legendary. Even Reddit, which is like the most negative place on the internet, they pretty much have nothing but good things to say about these certs. For instance, this Redditor said, after 3 interviews, I got an offer. It's $55,000 a year. And yeah, the Google IT Support Professional Certificate is amazing. Remote support specialists make about $55,000 to $88,000 a year. And overall, I'm gonna rate this certification a 9.5 out of 10. All right, quick break, guys. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'm gonna show you how I got this little YouTube 1 million subscriber plaque right here. I'm doing a one-time only workshop where I talk about how you can finally profit from youtube.com with the help of AI. And you can check it out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And at this workshop only, I'm going to be giving away my voice command scriptwriter AI. With this tool, you can make a script without having to type anything. All you have to do is tell AI what you want to write, and you can even have a conversation with it, like as if it's your friend, and it can take as little as 30 seconds to write you a script. It's that simple to use, right? No typing, no dragging stuff, just Talking with AI. And this is a GPT-powered piece of software that I've been working on, and it's been trained on thousands of hours of my teaching, my scripts, coaching sessions, and more. And I'm giving it away completely free this one time only at the workshop, and it's a completely free workshop. So make sure you show up, click the link in the description or the pinned comment below, and when you're done registering, make sure you click on add this to your calendar so it'll show up on your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar so you can make sure you won't miss the chance to grab the Voice Command Scriptwriter AI. And you'll also be able to ask me questions live. So I look forward to meeting you. It'll be a Zoom call where we can just talk to each other, and I'll see you Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Number 3 is the Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate. This one is also amazing. I made an entire video covering it. And I think that data analytics is useful in so many different industries, and it's really becoming job or industry specific. Just as an example, there's such a thing as a nurse informaticist. There's also a pharmacy informaticist. And that's basically data analytics applied to nursing or data analytics applied to pharmacy, right? So it's getting very, very specific. And so even if you're working in a completely different industry, if you learn data analytics skills, you can oftentimes get jobs in your industry and apply the information and the knowledge in your industry in such a way where you provide a ton of value. And therefore, you can get paid a lot of money. So yeah, another really good one. I've talked a lot about this one, 9.5 out of 10. This is one of my absolute favorite certificates. And by the way, all these certificates I'll put down in the description in the pinned comment below. You can check them out. Then you've got the Google Project Management Certificate. Project management is another one of those skills. It's evergreen, super valuable. It was valuable 1,000 years ago. It'll be valuable 1,000 years in the future. Like, just imagine, like, you needed project management skills when they were like building the pyramids, right? Obviously, that was thousands of years ago. You're gonna need project management skills thousands of years in the future when we're mining freaking diamonds from some random planet, right? So it's a super valuable skill set. It's never gonna go away. Also, these certificates are self-paced, which is great. So you can do them anytime you want. You can tack on this skill set to just about any skill set out there in any industry out there as well. And that's kind of why I'm recommending these ones specifically. You'll notice I recommended digital marketing, IT, data analytics, and project management because they pair so well with many different careers, many different industries, many different company types out there. So yeah, really like this one, project management cert. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. All right, you might be thinking, Shane, I'm not a technical person. I'm not really into marketing and sales. I don't wanna do any of that. I'm a very artistic person. What should I do? Well, the Google UX Design Certificate is another really good option. And this one is much better for more artistic type people. Now, I will say, out of the 5 that I've just talked about, this one is going to be the hardest to get a job by far. And portfolio creation is absolutely essential when it comes to UX design. You have to have a killer portfolio. But there are people that reported that they got job offers for their first UX design jobs just with the Google course alone. Like this person who said that, and they said they had a bachelor's degree in biology, but no other UX experience aside from the Google course. And they went from 0 to job offer in 6 months. And UX design roles pay over $100,000 a year. They're actually really well paid. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna give this cert a little bit lower score. I'm gonna say, let's give it an 8 out of 10. It's really good for UX design. Realistically speaking, it's very hard to do art as a living. Usually if you're gonna do art as a living, you need to start an actual business, which is why I recommend to so many people to start a YouTube channel. Because the great thing about a YouTube channel is unlike most businesses out there, if you fail, you didn't really fail because you can just pivot to something else. Whereas if you start like a physical product business or you start, I don't know, like a car wash and it fails, you have to start all the way over from ground zero. With a YouTube channel, if you fail talking about a certain subject, you can easily just pivot to a different subject. If you fail to sell an online course, you can easily pivot to like selling online coaching or selling an agency or selling physical products, right? It's very easy to pivot to all kinds of different things. And so when you fail, you don't actually fail. And that's the beautiful thing about starting a YouTube channel is it's so flexible and it evolves with you. And that's what I'm gonna talk about in my live training. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do this. So whether you want to get a remote job or whether you wanna start a business or anywhere in between, this is gonna be great for you. Check it out in the description, the pinned comment below. Can't wait to see you there. Also check out this video I did where I interviewed one of my clients, Sean, who we helped scale to over $500,000 a month by clicking right here.